There's a non-disclosure agreement on this debate, which is that prerequisite of the debate is not whether you drink or don't drink, so that we don't attach ourselves personally to the subject. So Sunil Alak, don't look so worried. Sunil Alak, you're looking so worried at the start. Sunil Alak, calm down. Okay. Thank you. Shaibal Gupta, Member Secretary, Asian Development Research Institute, live from Patna, is for the liquor ban. Dr. Indira Tiwari, General Secretary of the Hindu Mahasabha, is for the liquor ban. Neeraj Kumar of the JDU is for the liquor ban. Ashok Sinha is for the liquor ban. Chetan Seth, CMD of the Chemon Group, against it. With me in the studio, Sorabh Pant of East India Comedy, along with his co-founder of East India Comedy, Sapan, Verma, Neville Shah of SNG Comedy, and Sunil Alak of SK Advisors. Should we start?
Yes, yeah. Sure.
Okay. My first question is to Professor Ashok Sinha. Professor Ashok Sinha, do you drink? Have you ever had a drop of alcohol in your life?
I drink nor I intend to.
You don't? Okay.
Oh no, never.
No.
And I don't intend to drink even while living Bihar.
Okay. So if somebody drinks, right? What should happen to that person? Somebody drinks voluntarily, right?
आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रहा है.
Your आवाज, can you hear me? Professor, can you hear me? Professor Ashok Sinha, if somebody drinks, what should happen to that person? And not in
Yeah.
What should happen to that person?
A person who drinks here in Bihar will be penalized as per the new provisions that has been brought by the government. There is no if, there is no but.
Suppose I'll give you a situation here. Somebody is drinking in the house, okay? And that person is drinking secretly.
Okay.
And that person leaves a bottle in the house and goes away. Then the Bihar police comes in. There are other adult members in the house, right? There's an 18-year-old college-going boy, right? And there is an 85-year-old grandfather or grandmother. As per your law, the Bihar police will come into the house, say who owns this bottle, and if the person who has been drinking is not in the house, they will immediately arrest the 18-year-old boy or girl as well as the 85-year-old grandfather and take them all to jail and lock them up. Then, listen, then the neighbor of that family will come and say, oh, what injustice, let us pay bail. But then you'll say it's a non-bailable offense, you will be in jail for the next 1 month. Is that going to be fair, nice? Oh, I haven't finished. Professor Sinha, 1 minute. Let me tell you one more thing. When in jail, sorry, I haven't finished the story. When in jail, that 18-year-old boy or girl and his or her 85-year-old grandfather or grandmother who are in jail for no fault of theirs, because someone else was drinking in the house, are non-bailable, nobody can take them out, are put in a lockup with a murderer. And the murderer looks at them and says, poor you. And they say, why? They say, because I'm only a murderer. As per the law in Bihar, it's a lesser offense to kill someone than it is to have a bottle of liquor.
आवाज बंद हो गई.
आपको आवाज आ रही है, Professor Sinha? You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Should I continue the story? Okay, let me continue the story.
There was a gap.
No. Let us continue. Should I continue the story?
This is amazing.
Should I continue the story? Okay, so on popular demand, I'm continuing the story. Let's have everyone on the screen.
Yeah, go on.
Then that 18-year-old, then that 18-year-old poor college-going school girl or school boy and their 85-year-old grandfather or grandmother, having been denied bail and having been put under an offense of drinking alcohol worse than murder, right? They go to the next cell, the next jail chamber, and they meet a person who has been carrying an illegal AK-47 gun. Professor Sinha, are you still following me? And the person who was carrying an illegal AK-47 gun will say, poor you. And they say, what have we done now? They'll say, well, carrying an AK-47 in Bihar is a lesser offense than someone drinking in your house. आप समझ गए मेरी बात? This is okay. This is okay.
Okay.
No, is it okay?
Firstly,
I'm asking you.
to me.
Yeah, I'm saying okay.
You are trying, Arnab. You are trying to create a fictitious situation, circumstances.
No. I never do these things. It's completely factual.
Let me make a slight correction in your story. Let me make a slight correction in your story.
Go on. Correct me.
First one.
Yeah.
If adult family member doesn't include Dadaji and Nanaji.
Where is it written?
Grandfather and grandmother excluded. Yes, it's written there.
ये कहाँ लिखा है?
Go find into the detail.
ये कहाँ लिखा है? Your law says Dadaji and Nanaji are not included.
Family का definition आप पढ़िए. उसमें family का definition आप पढ़िए. Arnab, try to read the meaning of family. Only father, mother and children, adult children.
हाँ तो बच्चे गए.
Not even minor children. It is there.
Why are the children responsible?
Not children.
No, I don't understand this.
But why?
I'm not understanding this law. What's okay, no question. Listen to me. Please calm down. ये देश में क्या हो रहा है तो आजकल out of control है सब कुछ. आप सुनिए मेरी बात. 50 साल का आदमी एक दिन ऑफिस से थका हारा वापस आया और कहीं से छुपाई हुई बोतल है उसकी, वो निकाला, उसने एक पैग ली और उसने टेबल पे रख दी. अगले दिन वो ऑफिस चला गया. उसका 18 साल का लड़का अगले दिन कॉलेज जाने वाला है. बिहार पुलिस ने आके उसको अरेस्ट कर दिया. आप समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात? आप समझ रहे? और नॉन बेलेबल है. और वो लड़का बोल रहा है मैंने तो नहीं ली, मेरे पिताजी ने ली. मगर वो कह रहे हैं आपके पिताजी कहाँ हैं? बोलते नहीं ऑफिस गए, नहीं आप ही आ जाइए जेल में. विदाउट अ वारंट. वारंट की जरूरत नहीं. ये क्या हो रहा है? आपने को ड्रिंकिंग को आतंकवाद बना दिया.
Arnab, this is very pathetic. Arnab,
I agree.
you used to be very
We all agree.
I mean expressive in all your talk. But what has happened to you today? You are trying to create a fictitious situation and try to create a horror out of nothing.
No. I never do this.
People in Bihar are generally welcoming this prohibition. People in Bihar are welcoming this prohibition. And whatever the government has
Acha, by the way, Ashok Sinha, one second. Our Bihar reporter sent me a message. Let me read it out. He says, Ashok Sinha hasn't read the law. The definition of family is not written. It said adults above 18 years of age. क्यों misrepresent कर रहे हैं आप बातों को? क्या कहाँ लिखा है दादाजी नानाजी इंक्लूडेड नहीं?
चीफ मिनिस्टर का स्टेटमेंट आप Arnab, Chief Minister's statement in House is authoritative statement. He has made this statement.
Okay, we open up the debate. अच्छा, आप दूसरा point of view सुनिए अभी.
So why we should worry about that?
नहीं, देखिए ये क्या होता है. आपको मैं कह रहा हूँ, आपको अगर स्वास्थ्य के बारे में इतनी चिंता है तो इसी वक्त बीड़ी बंद कर दीजिए बिहार में. बैन कर दीजिए. आप बीड़ी बैन नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि आपके नेतागण वहां पे सब, आपके नेतागण नहीं, बाकी सब नेता बीड़ी मेकिंग फैक्ट्रीज करते हैं. आपके इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट अफेक्ट होंगे. चलिए डिबेट, लेट्स ओपन अप द डिबेट. ओके, सपन, नेविल एंड सौरभ इधर से सवाल है मुंबई से. गो अहेड. You want any of you want to come in? Okay, go ahead. Go on. Who wants to go?
I think
Neville goes first. Neville, boliye.
I really think it's just ridiculous because I'll tell you a couple of things.
Yeah.
First of all, if I commit a crime, my mom or dad can't be arrested because it's my crime.
You're basically saying that you didn't raise this person properly, that he's had to rely on alcohol and now you must
I'm
be
saying like whatever the crime is. Then here's the funniest thing, okay? If most people who hide their liquor and drink are minors, Okay, and the minors hide it from their parents also.
Parents will be arrested.
So parents will be arrested and the minors drinking while the parents are in jail.
My parents will be in jail every weekend.
But I mean, by the same logic, you're basically saying that if you're a murderer,
I don't know.
Chachi ji should be arrested. That makes no
That's
sense.
okay.
logic, yeah.
And you're just increasing
know.
corruption because
इस
all of
तरह
them.
के
अच्छा, they are saying, he's saying something.
जो सिचुएशन कहा किया जा रहा है, उस सिचुएशन के लोग बिहार में नहीं है. People here in Bihar care about their parents, and it's a deterrent
I care about my
law.
parents. What?
And moreover, this law has been formulated to make
What is this man saying?
Oh, one sec. Sunil Alag in
the
defense of
police
parents.
force more accountable, to make excise people more accountable.
You know, it's like saying only the Biharis care about their parents.
Somebody.
I mean, everybody in
will be
Bengal
punished
cares
for-
about their parents. All of India carries. What are you saying? What are we discussing here? you brought this debate to a ridiculous level, whoever this gentleman is, because the question is as if only Biharis care about their parents and the rest of India doesn't. We all care for our parents.
This discussion
and the
is not
law
on
all
parenting.
over the world is that only
Second
the person
question.
who commits the crime
You
can
are
get
so
arrested,
much peeved about
not
the law.
family.
Now go on,
If
Professor.
you are so
understand
much
that.
peeved about the law and you think that it's an hindrance in your drinking habit, why don't you
It's
go
not a
and
hindrance,
file a
it's a
suit in
ban.
a court? If our law has
Good
some
heavens.
loophole,
What are we
it will
discussing?
certainly
So
go.
why are you
It will
allowing
certainly
toddy?
go in
One
the
second.
court of
Let
law.
me now get at you. Why are you allowing toddy?
If you,
What is toddy? Toddy is not alcohol.
ये toddy क्या है?
Toddy is not alcohol.
I don't mind
Why
a
are you
glass of
permitting toddy then?
the toddy.
Why are you permitting toddy?
Yeah, why are you
No, no,
permitting
no,
toddy?
no.
Okay, one
Why are
second.
you permitting
This is-
toddy?
Okay,
Just-
Neeraj
just
Kumar of
listen
the
to me.
JDU. No,
Listen,
Neeraj
no,
Kumar,
no,
Neeraj
no,
Kumar.
please,
Suniye.
I want a yes,
No,
yes,
one
yes.
second.
Toddy
Why
is
are
the
you
human
permitting
side
toddy?
of the bill.
One second.
Answer that question.
One second.
Why are you permitting toddy then?
One second. एक minute.
It's
1
human
minute.
side
No,
of
you
the
stop.
bill.
No,
Come on,
one
yaar.
second. Professor, सुनिए मेरी बात. सुनिए मेरी बात. अभी ये this is a very important point. ये does toddy have alcohol? नीरज कुमार, ये toddy में अल्कोहल होता है? नशा होता है लोगों को?
अर्नब जी, मैं पहला ये कह रहा हूँ कि 1915 का एक्साइज एक्ट के तहत टॉडी को भी माना गया था कि ये नशा का पदार्थ है. 1991 में उसको एग्जेम्प्ट किया गया और हमने पूरी योजना बनाई है. तमिलनाडु से हम लोगों ने संपर्क किया है. तमिलनाडु के लोग यहाँ आए थे, प्रेजेंटेशन उन्होंने दिया है और कहा है कि हम अगले अप्रैल तक के
टॉडी
और हमने प्रोहिबिटेड किया उसको.
नहीं,
कहा पूरी बात
नहीं, टॉडी को आपने अलाउ क्यों किया? सुनिए मेरी बात, सुनिए एक मिनट. सवाल आपसे मेरा ये है,
अल्टरनेटिव के रूप में उसको नीरा के रूप में विकसित करने की वजह. दूसरी मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ, आप परिवार को किस रूप में डिफाइन कर रहे हैं?
So beer should be allowed.
परिवार में हमने ये तय किया है, अगर बिहार के अंदर शराबबंदी लागू है अर्नब जी, तो कोई शराब लेके क्यों आएगा? अगर शराब बंद है, यहाँ पे प्रोहिबिटेड है, तो शराब लेके क्यों आएगा?
Has he gone to
पहले यह
Gujarat?
पहला सवाल ये. दूसरा सवाल ये है कि जो मदर फादर, और अब मान लीजिए कोई घर है, मकान है, और कोई महिला कह दे ये कि ये तो मेरा मकान है, तो उसको तो रिलीफ मिल जाएगा. कौन रेस्पॉन्सिबल होगा अगर शराब लेकर के आता है कोई व्यक्ति? कौन रेस्पॉन्सिबल होगा? ये तय होना है. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ कि अगर किसी
नहीं,
प्रतिबंधित है तो शराब लेके वहाँ क्यों आएगा?
Just one question to you. Sir, listen to me. I am asking you a serious question. नीरज कुमार जी, मेरी बात सुनिए.
Bizarre logic.
सुनिए, मेरे तीन सवाल है. मैं 3 सवाल करूं कि 2 करूं कि 1 करूं? आप मुझे ओके. पहला सवाल मेरा यह है कि बिहार गवर्नमेंट ने कहा है, सुनिए ना नीरज कुमार जी, प्रोफेसर सिन्हा जी, लॉजिकली इसको आर्ग्यू करते हैं. बिहार गवर्नमेंट ने कहा है कि प्रोहिबिशन ऑफ अल्कोहल से जो क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ है पॉवर्टी स्ट्रिकन फैमिलीज की, उसकी हेल्प होगी. ठीक है, 70% स्टेट पॉवर्टी लाइन के नीचे है. अगर अल्कोहल बंद हो तो क्या 70% लोग पॉवर्टी लाइन के ऊपर आ जाएंगे? पहला सवाल. दूसरा सवाल, नीतीश कुमार जी ने कहा है प्राइम मिनिस्टर को कि देयर इज अ नीड टू बैन लिकर इन बीजेपी रूल स्टेट्स, बिकॉज अगर लिकर बैन नहीं किया तो योगा प्रमोट करने से कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. तो मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है प्रोफेसर सिन्हा, इज अ सीरियस क्वेश्चन. No, my question is Professor Sinha, don't laugh, these are very serious questions. Why are you laughing at my question? Professor Sinha, Is it more important, Professor?
I just see all that side of people laughing.
They are laughing. Now you listen to me. Professor Sinha, is it more important to have a society of professional yoga students, or is it more important to have a society which retains its individual liberties? Individual liberties का बात है. तीसरा बात अभी लॉजिकली टॉडी वाले बात पे आते हैं. जो बिहार का लॉ है, and Saibal Gupta, you explain this to me. Bihar law prohibits country liquor and Indian made foreign liquor in both consumption and possession. Right? Non-bailable offense. As per the amendments passed in the Bihar Assembly. Why is toddy an exception to the rule? Why? Then let's not be hypocritical. You want people to be drunk on, you don't want people to be drunk on scotch, but you're happy if people are drunk on toddy.
The poverty line is going to
please explain this to me. If you are going to implement a law, implement it all the way. Professor Gupta, would you like to explain that to me? Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not an expert on this topic, but nevertheless, I would like to answer.
Yeah.
You see, as you are right, that when alcohol has been banned, the toddy should also
be banned.
Should have been banned.
Yeah.
Number one. Number 2 point, that toddy has been exempted for the present because it is expected that instead of toddy, Nira will be used in future.
What is that?
So at the interim period, this has been Nira is which is a unfermented.
No. Has Nira got alcohol content?
What?
Sorry, I'm not understanding. What is Nira?
It has no alcohol.
Fermented Nira is toddy.
So why is toddy?
It is non-alcoholic.
No. Then
let me finish.
No, I don't understand.
It's grape juice and wine.
No, I understand, but why? But please explain to me, Professor Saibal Gupta. You are telling me in the future you'll stop toddy. Stop toddy now. Right now, you want all of Bihar to switch from. You want Bihar to switch from IMFL
I'm in favor that toddy should also be banned.
Why is it not banned, Professor Sinha? Why is it not banned?
Also be banned.
Professor Sinha, Professor Sinha, tell me, a person will go on the streets of Bihar, right, drinking toddy as much as he likes. You know, there'll be toddy alcoholism all over your state. Aren't you worried about that? What is going to be the impact? Toddy will be cheaper. More people will start taking toddy. Their health will be affected. Women will be affected. Families will be destroyed. As per your own definition, you said families will be destroyed because of alcohol. Why are you allowing toddy?
Right.
Why?
Right. Because of alcohol, so many families.
Yeah, so toddy is alcohol, no? Toddy is alcohol. Toddy is not Horlicks.
In case of toddy, listen.
Toddy is alcohol.
Listen, Arnab.
But toddy is alcohol.
Yes, but toddy has got a temporary reprieve.
What?
A temporary reprieve. There is a community. There is a community of toddy sellers trading in toddy. Their only means of livelihood is toddy.
No, this makes no sense. Tomorrow, this makes no sense. No, Professor, listen. No, 1 second. I can accept a lot of things you said. No, Chetan said wants to come in. I can accept that a 50-year-old in the family is drinking alcohol and an 85-year-old father will be sent to jail for it. If someone is a teetotaler, his son or daughter will be going to jail for it. You are creating that situation is all right. But now you are saying because toddy provides employment. All these, you think in hotels there aren't people who are working in bars, that bars don't provide employment?
No.
Liquor shops don't provide employment. Employment is no answer. Chetan said is coming into it. Chetan said. Chetan said and Professor Ashok Sinha.
You know, Arnab,
Chetan, this is bizarre.
Arnab, this Tom and Jerry show we have.
It is only for a limited time. Moreover,
what is limited time?
The toddy season is from April to June. That season is over
But people will store toddy.
Before the start of the next season, we will formulate the law for toddy.
No,
before April, because toddy.
Arnab, can I make a small statement?
It's not.
Can I make a small statement, Arnab?
Yeah, Chetan said go.
You know, we are digressing from the subject, going to toddy and going to all of this. You know, I can understand the issue. I think what is really something which we have to be really ashamed of is that a law like this can come and people like that can actually defend this law. 10 years imprisonment, life imprisonment. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. How can, what's happening to this country? I don't understand.
Okay, one second. Here's my...
I mean, I agree that for the poor people, for the women in the villages, you should control alcohol, educate them. The 4,000 crores that you're going to lose.
Extend for 6 months.
Please use that to educate the people. What type of law you can implement this law? The Indians are sitting and talking about this thing.
You might be extended for 6 months.
What?
Our law is our law. We will abide by the law. And before the start of the next toddy season, for this year toddy season is over. Before the start of the next toddy season,
you can't implement the law. You will never be able to implement this law. Your police, the Bihar police is all corrupt.
Okay, I'm saying in the most, you're going to allow...
I think let's have a serious... Go on, Sapan, go on.
You know, there was a joke among comedians that we are banning everything that the country enjoys. And that's how we
Ashok Sinha, Ashok Sinha, sun lijiye. Ashok Sinha
is not going to...
We had a joke among comedians that there's everything that the country enjoys is going to be banned slowly, and that's what is happening. Last year you tried to ban beef, porn,
right? No,
couples can't make out in hotel rooms, now you're banning drinking. What is happening to this country?
What I like is the fact that in 6 months toddy will be allowed, so that's the time it requires to ferment apparently. They'll allow that.
Why are you so much pissed?
No, my bigger thing is they're talking about the poverty line. You're going to get more bootleg liquor, and therefore poverty line is going to, like, those guys under the poverty line are going to die. So
people like
I don't understand.
What do you mean people like
people like us? What?
No. What?
Yes, that's right. Let's do this.
Started this prohibition to commemorate the centenary of Champaran movement.
No, what do you mean by people like you?
I don't even understand what you said.
Centenary of Champaran movement. We have commemorated this thing to Bapu.
No. What are you saying of people like you? What does people like you mean?
And you are so much peeved as if your work is to drink only. There are other things to do in this world.
I'm a non-alcoholic.
Why are you so much peeved over prohibition?
Sir,
we have not prohibited, we have not made a law against your eating chicken. You eat chicken.
But I want to eat beef, no?
As you can.
But I like beef.
But why you're so much peeved about alcohol simply? Your work is to
I really like beef.
This effectively comes to the crux. It comes to the crux of the very problem, which is exactly what
I don't like you eating something, so you can't eat it. That's just bizarre.
That I am better than you and what you're doing in your lifestyle is completely wrong and it's completely inferior to my way of thinking.
It's just bizarre.
And hence this
I am allowing you to eat chicken means what, yeah? What do you mean by I am allowing you to eat chicken?
Allowing you to do this?
No.
I'm allowing you to not exist now.
What we eat, what we watch, what we do in our free time.
One aspect of...
No, 1 second. Listen to me. Are you listening to me, Professor Sinha?
I don't think he is.
Professor Sinha, are you listening to me? I want to talk about toddy.
Mockery of all panelists.
Yes.
Who's mocking whom? Nobody.
This gentleman is?
You listen to me.
Who is mocking every panelist? Only because he knows and he can express himself in English?
What?
That gives him right to make a mockery of Professor Sinha also? What is this nonsense going on?
What?
You come to the conclusion and you draw the lines of debate also. What the problem the panelist is having, first clarify your stand, whether you have a problem with this reformist bill which has been introduced by the Bihar government.
No, he doesn't have a right to express his point of view. One second. First of all, 1 minute. No, Indira, Tiwari, listen to me. Just because, one second. Listen to me. Language, you listen to me. 1 second, 1 minute, ma'am. Listen. What you don't distract from the subject. I'm talking about. I am citing my constitution.
No, Arnab.
Whether I speak, I'm sorry. I am citing my constitution. Indira, Tiwari, these three young men here are citing the constitution as much as you are. Whether they speak in English, Hindi, Marathi, Assamese, Bengali, or any language does not take away the right to implement what they feel as per the constitution. Now listen to me.
But your panelists deliberately tried to mock Professor Sinha. This is a shame.
Mock whom?
Which one?
If he is not able to express his arguments, how will you mock somebody?
We are not, none of us are trying to mock him. He's making a mockery of himself.
No. You ask and offer the points. But who gives you right to mock somebody over here?
No, we are not walking
You don't
blame. We
feel
are walking
ashamed
the
about it?
idea of the rule that is being passed over here.
Things to actually debate about,
it's
so
a
you're debating
no,
us,
no.
debating somebody else.
See,
You're basically
out of
you don't even say the point is
Why
here.
doing this
These people have come here totally drunk.
Whether
Arnab, they are completely drunk people.
We are drunk people. This is absolutely true. Apparently, we're drinking chai right now. Chai is banned in Bihar as well very soon.
Clarify their stand.
Acha, one sec. Okay, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? Now, you don't call each other drunk. It's not the right thing to do. I want to go to the very important subject of toddy. Please, Professor Sinha.
If you have any reservation against our law, you can go and file a suit in a court of law. You will get the justice.
Okay, one sec. And damn well people will.
Or otherwise, if you think that Bihar is not a good place, place to live, you are not welcome.
You know,
on behalf of the Bihar women.
1 second.
And the family.
I heard you. I heard you now. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Can you listen to me, both of you, for 1 minute, Ashok Sinha, please? First of all, now there's no point speaking over me. There is no point speaking over me. I have the capacity to speak over all of you. I have not exercised that capacity. Don't take it for granted. Another point
Even
here.
I have not exercised.
Toddy, yeah, thank you. I don't want to get into that competitive space.
You bring so much of hooligans over here to mock and make a mock.
They are not hooligans. They are citizens as much as you. They are not hooligans.
My God.
They are.
They are not. No, just because they disagree with you, call them hooligans.
Somebody has come here for debate. He should concentrate on debate, not laughing.
No, I think you need to come in. Sorabh is coming. No, let's debate it then. Let's debate it openly. No, 1 second. One of you at a time. 1 second. You'll debate this, gentlemen. You'll debate it. 1 second. 1 second. I'm opening the debate. 1 second. 3 things right now. I'm opening the debate.
But this is not fair.
1 second. Ashok Sinha, debate हो जाए आज. हो जाए debate. देखिए 1 मिनट. आप दोनों क्या कर रहे हैं अभी इस वक्त? आप और इंदिरा तिवारी.
डिबेट का तरीका नहीं किया.
आप मेरी बात सुनिए. कतई आप ऐसी बात मत कीजिए. पर्सनल कमेंट्स मत कीजिए. आप ड्रंक हैं. आप अंग्रेजी में बोल रहे हैं इसलिए आपको लगता है आप सुपीरियर. ये सब बातें मत कीजिए.
आप लोगों को क्यों बैठाते हैं जो हंसते हैं सिर्फ?
अगर उनको हंसी आ रही है उनको हंसने दीजिए. हंसने का भी परमिशन लेना पड़ेगा. अरे भाई सुनिए, ये सब तीनों ये कॉमेडियंस है. इनको अगर हंसी आती है, लोगों को हंसा रहे हैं तो ठीक है. इतनी क्रोधित होने की जरूरत क्या है?
ये नाउ यू आर राइट. नाउ यू आर राइट. अच्छा देखो. I think okay, let's debate. Okay. I think we have enough fun and games on the discussion so far. These non-serious people.
You have no right to call anyone non-serious. 1 second.
You are bringing non-serious people.
You think only politicians are serious? You think only netas are serious? You think only bureaucrats are serious?
Not politicians.
You think only journalists are serious? Everybody else is non-serious? Don't make assumptions. Professor Sinha, debate talking to मैं moderate करूँ.
I have no problem.
Viewers should have an open debate today. Once Professor Sinha, 2 minute रुक जाए. मैं moderate करूँगा. Indira Sinha, I decide. Now on the right hand side there will be one representative. On the left hand side one representative. I'll moderate the debate. To start the debate, I want Ashok Sinha on the left hand side. Any of the 3 on the left hand side. Who decides? Who decides who's on the other side?
Voting right now.
1 second.
That he wants to have the beef. Is it the beef debate now?
How much is shouting?
Are you fair in dealing the debate now? Tell me first.
We want to shout. You want to shout? Now the question is this. We'll have a logical debate. Let's argue on logic. Let's not call each other names. I will certainly not allow Ashok Sinha. I have respect for all panelists, you as much as these 3 people. I am not of 2 views, that you have to be above a certain age, right? Above a certain age, and you have to be either a neta, a journalist or a bureaucrat to be taken seriously in this country. I believe these 3 men who are sitting here have as much right to be taken seriously. They are talking about, they may be saying it in a jocular manner, they are making a damn serious point about the freedom of expression. I take offense today. I have a right to drink, eat, do what I want, speak the language that I want, especially within the confines of my own house. You or a neta is nobody to come in the way of that. Now I go back to the issue at hand. Issue at hand number 1, okay? If you are so concerned about the people, why do you want people to die? Question number 1. Drinking alcohol is a sin. Toddy is allowed. 15 people died in Telangana in September last year in 1 week because of toddy. You want to allow toddy, and you say people are getting jobs. We're going to justify that. Don't people die because of toddy consumption? Drinking alcohol is a sin. 3 people died in Telangana in September last year due to toddy addiction. If you fear liquor addiction, then have the courage to say we will stop toddy addiction. 82-year-old woman died because of toddy. Ban toddy, ban it right now. Why do it in parts? 2.7% of rural households across the country, people have toddy. How is it okay with you? Answer my question. Ab to chup ho gaya aap.
First one, if you want to show us the number, how many people have died taking toddy, please, Arnab, I request you to give the number of people who have died out of drinking. I bet it will be over 1,000.
Arey, before you give me the number, you tell me.
Telangana.
Listen,
you have
toddy.
hardly found an example of Telangana.
Toddy.
Here in Bihar, we don't find. But
No, you think toddy is good. Now let's debate that first point out. I only pointed it out. I pointed it out to you.
And we have done a novel work.
I pointed it out to you. I pointed it out to you because toddy affects women the most. Do you even know? Go find out. The high ethanol content of toddy affects the functioning of the liver and lipid metabolism in pregnant females. Think about it. But you don't care. You say we care about women in Bihar. You don't care about women pregnant to be mothers in Bihar. You don't think about the impact, that the link between alcohol and now you have no answer. Now you'll say I don't know.
No, you are misinformed about.
I'm misinformed.
You are misinformed about the social condition of Bihar.
I'm misinformed.
No, nobody takes toddy here. No women who has.
Then ban it.
Please give me one example of a women taking toddy here.
No, men or women, whatever. No,
give me one example.
I think you're now getting confused.
Taking toddy
you're
here.
now getting confused. Question. Also argue on the freedom of expression point. Go on. Yeah, go on. Sorabh,
even your coalition partners didn't agree with it. Lalu Prasad Yadav approved it very grudgingly. He said in public, saying that he's hoping very soon that the law is repealed. He said this in public. BJP says walked out. Nobody wants this law. It's just being there purely because of vote bank. The reasons you have this toddy law is primarily because you want to appease one entire clique of people who basically produce toddy. The law has no. Gujarat has prohibition and it doesn't have such ridiculous laws that my whole family is going to be responsible for my drinking habits. That's like saying Kerala has prohibition in some shape or form. I mean, it's not entirely.
Even Gujarat.
No, 1 second. I have one more question. I have one more. I have
7 years.
Acha, 1 minute. I also believe today, I appreciate people who are concerned about health. हेल्थ के बारे में आपको इतनी चिंता है. आप एक बात बताइए, क्या शरद यादव, नीतीश कुमार या लालू प्रसाद, सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ आपको नीरज कुमार जी, सीधा जवाब दीजिए. शरद यादव, नीतीश कुमार या लालू प्रसाद, 3 जो आपके दिग्गज नेता हैं, क्या वो खुद तंबाकू के प्रोडक्ट्स का उपयोग करते हैं?
Yes, Lalu Yadav even drinks also.
I know what. I don't know about that part, so you don't have to go into that. नहीं, क्या वो तंबाकू के प्रोडक्ट्स यूज करते हैं? क्या वो तंबाकू के प्रोडक्ट्स यूज करते हैं? क्या ये कारण है कि वो तंबाकू को बैन नहीं करेंगे?
2014 को नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने बेतिया में कहा कि जो गरीबों का अनाज बेच करके शराब बनाया जाता है, ये नीच राजनीति और नीच कर्म हो रहा है. ये मैं आपको बता रहा हूं अर्नब जी, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन है.
पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे हैं.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 7 मई 2014 को बेतिया में चुनावी सभा में कहा कि गरीबों का अनाज बेच करके तत्कालीन सरकार
आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? आप पॉलिटिसाइज कर रहे हैं मेरे मामले को. मैंने क्या सवाल पूछा? इतना इजी सवाल पूछा आपको.
Why is he saying all the wrong things? He doesn't know anything about Gujarat. He's just opening his mouth. He's totally wrong on Gujarat.
सरकार है तो मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ.
Please correct this man. He knows nothing about Gujarat.
आज गरीबों का अनाज नहीं, काला धन से बनाया जा रहा है क्या शराब? अगर बिहार ने शराबबंदी लागू किया है तो पूरी मजबूती के साथ
He doesn't know anything.
रिसोर्स को हमने सीमित कर दिया. हमने कहा कि हमारे लिए प्राइमरी है कि बिहार की जनता का सेहत, बिहार की जनता का विकास, और इसको इस तरीके से
He's carrying on talking. यार, get him to stop for a minute. I'll tell him.
अरे कोई लॉजिक तो रखिए. No. My issue है. नहीं, मेरी बात सुनिए. मेरी बात सुनिए. थोड़ा तो अरे थोड़ी मध्यम गति से.
कहने दीजिए.
एक मिनट मेरी बात सुनिए, नहीं नीरज कुमार जी मेरी बात सुनिए, नीरज कुमार जी थोड़ी लिमिट पार बात कर रहे हैं आप मेरी बात सुनिए, नीरज कुमार जी मेरी बात सुनिए, कुमार जी मेरी बात सुनिए, कुमार जी अरे
आफ्टर सनराइज हमने प्रोहिबिट किया है,
अरे सनराइज सनसेट
जाएगा, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ।
सुनिए नीरज कुमार जी, नीरज कुमार जी आप ऐसे
opened another door for corruption.
अच्छा watch it, yeah, go on. No, watch it. Go on, Neville in the middle of the screen. Neville, go on.
You opened another door for corruption. It's as simple as that. You're allowing people. There are parts in the law which allow you to, for example, get in the way where if someone has unlawfully or unrightfully accused you of it, you can file a complaint.
Right.
But the excise officer as well as the collector as well as the police will also be fined. I understand that. But that makes no sense because you've just opened up another door for corruption. And you're talking about the poverty line. The poverty line is now going to have to pay more money to get bootlegged alcohol from neighboring states. You look at the figures where between the border, and you want a debate, here's a debate. Between the Jharkhand and Bihar border, alcohol consumption has risen.
That's true.
This happens because of what? This happens because you've banned it and they still want it. They want it, they will pay any price to get it. You've been to Gujarat, in Gujarat you can get liquor.
Well said, Neville.
So please, don't even try talking about it not being a serious debate. It's an absolutely serious debate. Just because I make a joke about something as ridiculous as this law doesn't necessarily make me a bad person. And because I do it in English doesn't certainly mean anything. I'm on an English channel.
Well said, Neville, well said. And I'm so glad today that you've refused to be patronized by the comments of Professor Ashok Sinha. And this young man is absolutely right, Ashok Sinha. He's come here and taken you on. It appears to me that he knows more about the situation in Bihar than people like you, because Section 32 of the Excise Act puts the onus of proof on the accused. Please listen to me.
Except for saying that, how do you prove it?
No, 1 second. Again, you are out of date.
Saying that I didn't know my father drinks, how will you give proof?
Why don't you try
what is the proof? It's your word against the state's word, really.
What behind this law?
Another ridiculous part.
First one.
You're only increasing corruption. You're increasing an avenue for corruption in the most corrupt state in 2005.
Of Champaran movement.
That doesn't make any sense. In 2005, Bihar was made the most corrupt state in education.
Ask this gentleman
in government,
if he has
as a result.
No, he's asking a question. What do you say? What's your question?
But I assure him, but he will not find any sort of these type of thing prevalent in Bihar. Perhaps he's flying in a fictitious situation.
Okay, here's a Ashok Sinha.
It's not facts. I read before I come to a show. I don't just make up stuff when I'm here.
Ashok Sinha, since you are making...
I read before I come to a show. I do my research. I don't just come here and defend an illogical law.
There's one more point that you've forgotten, which
so many people calling in right now. These three young men taking on the politicians is an important moment, I think, on the program. Go ahead, Sapan.
I want to mention one more point, which is mentioned that if they find jaggery or sugar mixed with grapes in your house, they will take it for granted that you were trying to make alcohol. They will arrest you on that ground, which is the most ridiculous argument. You think jaggery and grapes is just you to make alcohol? I don't get that point.
Even more just that someone has done research before coming to the show. We aren't just here because we are here.
So please don't think that we're trying to mock you.
We're not mocking you. We're mocking the law.
You're in trouble today because three people taking you on right now are right on the facts.
And review the act. That is your problem. Actually, the panelists have got the problem whether they are happy with the reform of this bill or not.
It's not reform, it's draconian. It's not reform.
No, you can't. No, you cannot say.
I can say that. I can say.
No.
Just like you call it a reformist bill, I can call it a draconian bill.
Let me speak that way. That way, Sati reform, which was introduced, that was also draconian in your terms.
How?
Because that
any bill doesn't necessarily be reformist or draconian.
No.
What are you even talking about, Sati? Really? I don't even understand. How is this a logic? This is like saying there are laws that make sense and there are laws that don't make sense.
Actually patronizing that Sati Prabhu.
No, one second.
Amazing.
Killing somebody against their will. Here somebody is drinking because they want to drink. How are we comparing sati to drinking?
Amazing.
Why not?
Why not? Debating. We're talking about sati.
For the betterment of the society.
And are you talking about India now? You're comparing that to sati, really?
Of the Bihar, for the
and you expect me not to laugh at this?
The family atmosphere and conducive and healthy atmosphere.
Are you telling me there's no family atmosphere in Maharashtra, Delhi, South India, Hyderabad, North India? Are you telling me family atmosphere exists only in Bihar? Are you telling me that people
will exist? Will exist?
Are you telling me we don't care about our parents?
No, fellow panelists, you you do not know anything about.
Of course, ma'am, I do not know anything because
he is addressing the problem of the Bihar. He is not addressing the problem of the Maharashtra. He is not Prime Minister who is addressing the problem of the Maharashtra.
He wants to be.
He has full right to bring the reform to his own state. Who you are to question him?
Why is it a victory to get this?
First of all, I don't understand. No. One sec.
The children and the family of the Bihar, those who actually are supposed to live the nation.
If they will come to Bihar, they will not find a
Once
drink.
again, your anger is basically proof that this is just another reason for you to basically become vigilantes, approving a law which is based purely on morals. It has absolutely no grounds on anything else. You're basically saying, I'm going to arrest you and put you behind bars. Absolutely nothing. Because I disagree with your way of life. That's all you're basically saying.
And within your country,
what is Neeraj Kumar saying? नीरज कुमार जी अच्छा एक मिनट अच्छा सुनिए
to the other states also.
Okay, one second. Neeraj Kumar, basically what you are saying is
These helpless people have seen prohibition in Gujarat. I invite them to see the provision of prohibition in Bihar, and then they will find the difference.
You are empowering the most corrupt state to be even more corrupt.
Ashok Sinha, what is the Ashok Sinha, listen, what you're basically saying that the price of exercising personal liberty, right, can cost the Aam Aadmi a jail term that is equal to a rape convict. Do you understand? थोड़ा तो आप समझदारी से बात कीजिए.
This analogy is not right.
It is right.
This analogy is not right.
No, I'll tell you why it's right. You can't just say not right to me and reject
this analogy. No, not this type of analogy.
Minimum term for rape is under the Indian Penal Code. The minimum term for rape is 7 years. You are basically saying drinking is worse than an act of rape. Please explain this to me. क्या
लेजिस्लेचर ने डिस्कशन कर करके यहाँ कानून बनाया है.
मैं तो लॉजिक नहीं समझ पा रहा.
आप ये साइलेंट किलर है. अगर रेप के मामले में अगर सजा की अवधि बढ़ाना है तो सेंट्रल लेजिस्लेशन का मामला है, लेकिन स्टेट लेजिस्लेशन नहीं है.
They've got special courts for liquor, but they don't have a special court for rape. You have a special court for liquor, but you don't have a special court for rape.
We want that
that's just amazing.
Should be hanged.
Mark my words, what's going to happen in Bihar is exactly.
We want that rape accused should be hanged.
Seriously, you're going to have a Daru Suraksha Sena very shortly. In Bihar, we're going to grab people out and kill them right there.
Chetan,
You're basically reducing people down to vigilantism, just killing their neighbor because they have a disagreement because उसने दारू पी है. That's it. Any basis.
I'll just plant a booze bottle in my neighbor's house. I'll just plant a booze bottle.
I'll throw a bottle on his face. What's the big deal? Like it's a daru pee.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense.
What rubbish
That's
is
the
this?
problem.
Indira Tiwari.
Culture over the whole India.
What?
Who have given you this right?
What right?
Who have given you this right to impose your liking on the families of the Bihar?
We're not enforcing any liking. We are saying
anything that we say, man.
We're not enforcing anything. Who's enforcing anything? You're the one enforcing. We're saying they should be allowed.
Are you protector of children? Those who are suffering with the
all right.
Clearly, you're not.
Ask her one question. Indira Tiwari. I'm trying to reach you. Indira Tiwari, I'll have to call you now to say that I'm trying to speak. Indira Tiwari, listen to me, please. Please listen to me. When Akhlaq happened, when Dadri happened, Chetan, I'm coming to you. Did anybody say, who are you? What's your concern? You're sitting in Pune. Why are you concerned? No, one second. Chetan said, just one line answer to Indira Tiwari. She's saying today, is it your concern what's happening in Bihar? Are you from Patna? Are you from Bihar? Do you live here? Then don't ask us what's happening here.
No,
by that logic, people should say, are you in Dadri? Are you in Uttar Pradesh? Were you during the Muzaffarnagar riots? Were you there when Akhlaq was killed? Do you live in Akhlaq's village? Why is it your concern? What's happening in Uttar Pradesh? Now I'm also asking you here today. No. I'm also asking you here today, Indira Tiwari. Why should it be the business of the state what I drink within the confines of my home? You are essentially legalizing a police force to come to my house to check what I drink. This is an independent country. This is an independent country. As per section 74 of this Bihar law, the Bihar police is vested without the Bihar police can arrest or detail individuals at any time of day or night without a warrant. Without warrant. Without a damn warrant, they can come to the house and arrest anyone whenever they want. And I am concerned because if it happens in Bihar today, it may happen in Maharashtra tomorrow. I am concerned that if politicians are not stopped from doing these things now, they will extend this to any other state. I am as concerned about this as I am concerned about the beef ban. So don't be hypocritical about it. If you are supporting the right of people to have beef, you cannot stop people from drinking liquor. It's their individual choice. Tomorrow you will say ban knives because knives can kill.
I wish that
बीडीज कैन किल, सिगरेट्स कैन किल, तंबाकू से लोग मर सकते हैं, टोडी से लोग मर सकते हैं. आप ऐसी व्यवस्था मत बनाइए जहां पे आप सुरक्षित हो और कोई नहीं हो. अरे आम आदमी पूछ रहा है, वो भी सुरक्षित होना चाहता है. One second, calm down. Now please, calm down. Now calm down, sir, please. Sir, you know, if आप सुनिए मेरी बात, सुनिए अशोक सिन्हा जी, अगर एक कटोरी हो, सुनिए मेरी बात. ये मैं कह रहा हूं हिंदी में ताकि सब लोग बिहार में भी समझ सके इसको और सब लोग देश भर में इस बात को समझ सके. कल कोई घर में किसी के जाए, एक कटोरी मिले, ठीक है, कटोरी में पानी है और थोड़ी सी चीनी हो, ठीक है, आप समझ रहे मेरी बात, और उसके पास उनको अंगूर मिल जाए, ठीक है, तुरंत आप उस व्यक्ति को कह सकते अरे आप लिकर बना रहे हैं, आपको मैं अंदर कर दिया आपने. वो कहेगा नहीं, मेरी तो तबीयत खराब थी किसी की, मैं वो जैसे कहते हैं ना वो इलेक्ट्रॉल टाइप कुछ शुगर घोल बनाते हैं, जिस तबीयत खराब होती है तब कोई चीनी डालता है, नमक डालता है, किसी को देते हैं. नहीं, आपको कह रहा हूं मैं, आपने तो ऐसा लॉ बना दिया है, लोग कहेंगे अंगूर घर में मत रखा करो. आप अगर अंगूर रखेंगे तो लोग कहेंगे आप शराब बनाते हैं. नहीं है, आप पढ़ लीजिए, है, ये क्या कर रहे हैं. अच्छा, चेतन सेठ कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आपसे. चेतन ऐसे मत, चेतन सेठ पहले. अच्छा चलिए, 11:15 बज गए. चेतन सेठ कह रहे हैं कुछ आज तो.
I just have a very.
This is not in the law. This is not in the law.
I have a very simple question to all the panelists. Please tell me this draconian law we are talking about. It says, shall be punished with imprisonment for not less than 10 years, but may extend to imprisonment for life, and the fine shall not be less than 1 lakh, may extend to 10 lakhs. Just tell me, is this draconian or not? Which world are we living in? Just tell me very clearly, we are talking about draconian law. Is this law? I mean, tomorrow you start to cut heads, tomorrow you start to flog people, you start to stone them. What is this you are trying to do? We're a modern India. You are regressing backwards. Why don't you get all the criminals that are against? Why don't you stop that? Why don't you stop the production of
if you have some reservation against all this provision,
and it should be taken care of.
then you are free to go to a court of law.
Court of law? How you will arrest everybody and tell people to go to
court? Can be taken up with the government.
This is not terrible in the court of law. This is not stand any student.
And fallacies with the act. It needs to be.
No, listen to me. Last point I'll tell you. आदमी 30-35 साल 40 साल काम करता है. नहीं, one second, मैं example दे रहा हूँ, एक example. A man works for all his life, 40 years, say whatever, 35-40 years. At the age of 60-65, he retires from government service. All his life, एक रुपये बचा के उसने एक घर बनाई, ठीक है. घर बनाने के बाद कोई उसके घर में आया, ठीक है, घर में आके किसी ने whatever drinks 1 peg of liquor. आपको पता है इस लॉ में क्या हो सकता है?
एविक्शन.
नहीं, एविक्शन नहीं, गवर्नमेंट विल कॉन्फिस्केट योर प्रॉपर्टी. आपको आपके घर से बाहर कर देंगे. गवर्नमेंट विल, एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू, there are reports that the amended version of the law empowers the police to confiscate the premises where the liquor was consumed or stored. So if a bottle of liquor is found in your house and you are not aware who brought it there, your whole house could be confiscated by the state.
Confiscation of property is for those people who produce liquor.
Is ridiculous.
Produce liquor means you can
produce liquor, not consume liquor.
Yeah, but if there is a utensil in the house with water and sugar and
is not there.
Grapes. No, but this is all क्या हो रहा है? ये सब आप क्या कर रहे हैं?
These
अशोक
are
सिन्हा
the
क्या कर रहे
nuances of the bill.
आप इसको चेंज
These are deterrent law.
आप इसको वापस ले लीजिए.
Deterrent law. Just to discourage drinking.
With the reform,
Listen, I'll tell you.
This law is to discourage drinking.
And the social fabric.
You know something, I'll just wrap by saying one thing to you, Indira Tiwari. Tomorrow if somebody commits a murder, is the dagger at fault or the individual committing the murder?
Can I just make one last
Is the gun at fault or the man who pulls the trigger?
All the time you're
Okay, Sunil Alak, Sunil Alak.
Comparisons are
Sunil
wrong,
Alak.
Arnab.
My comparison are correct. Sunil Alak.
One remark.
I have to wrap up now.
Arnab, before you conclude.
Yes, Sunil.
One remark before you
For
conclude.
repeated offender. These laws for repeated offender.
I just want to say 1 second.
The
I want
person
to
who has
ask one
committed the
last.
crime for the first
I just
time.
want to ask everybody.
If he is a repeated offender,
when you
only
permit
then
in
his property will be
Bihar,
confiscated.
1 second, when you permit people to defecate and urinate on the road, and then you say that's okay,
No, that's
but if
not-
you're caught
if it's out
holding
of
hands,
compulsion, you can't
you
blame.
break the law. What kind of laws are we talking about? What kind of laws do you talk about
You're
over
talking
there?
about providing conveniences to the
you
people.
have made
Point is
the
understood.
law to say that when you ban liquor, I'm just saying when you banned liquor, everybody said it was to protect the poor.
Your analogy
now
is
bringing
not
toddy
correct,
into it,
Sunil.
you are not protecting the
Your
poor.
analogy is not
you
correct,
are going
Sunil.
back and telling the rich. You are actually
this is
contradicting
ridiculous.
yourself.
No, your analogy is not correct,
Standard,
Sunil.
this is
Professor Sinha has a right to
Why
rebut.
are you siding with those people who are drunk?
Okay, closing the debate. Closing the debate on the liquor ban.
Sides of drunk here.
Professor Ashok
Because
Sinha,
they
Neeraj
told
Kumar,
us
Indira
what is-
Tiwari, Shaibal Gupta, Sunil Alak, Neville, Sapan, Sorabh, Pant and Chetan, Seth. I thank you very much for joining me on debate number 2 on politics over a peg on the Newshour tonight. Thank you.